Alright guys, Dokkan time, and today is going to be the burst mode for Ultimate Gohan. I'm not expecting too much trouble with this one. I think it should be moderately pretty easy, and I'm gonna say that only because we have Majin power. The power of a Majin is on our side, and it shouldn't be that bad. I'm gonna choose the intelligence and physical typing. We are gonna lean towards the 500 or less team. Now, just keep in mind, this is just a run to just get it done and not go for as many points as possible. We're just going to go ahead and, nullify seal, immune to stunning. We are going to keep this on, though. We're going to keep this on because you can attack lower this Ultimate Gohan. So our typings are going to be intelligence and physical. So let's just go ahead and click on these two here. Let's see here. Damage reduction, of course. Starting from phase 3, enemies attack and defense raised by 60% with each turn passed up to 300. Wow. Starting from phase 3, enemies attack and defense raised by 40% with each. Wow, that's an interesting boost right there. We're going to try and avoid that for the moment. We're going to just grab this. We're going to grab the defense, HP, reduce our damage down to 0 based on 100k or less. Receives 3% of max damage. Now, we're going to ignore that. All allies minus key. Now, these are very minimal this time around, which is very interesting to me, because usually these I feel like are worth a lot more. So I'm just going to do the -1. No items, no memories. So right now, we're falling short of only 60 points, and we're trying to give ourselves the most amount of breathing room so that we can have a smooth experience without any really big hardship. I mean, honestly, I could easily bump that right up, just increase the damage a little bit more that we take. Let's see here. What else could I do potentially to hit that 60k marker there? I think that's about it, roughly, other than not allowing this. We could probably just do that. Let's try that. Let's see what we get in here. So, let's see here. So the options that we have are for intelligence and physical here. I'm just going to go with double boo tanks, in all honesty. I don't see any reason not to. We have a super easy A kid boo. I'm going to bring my girl, 21. I'm thinking about her right now, only because she does give a boost. I'll just probably float her off. She is a nice little floater. Probably throw her onto the team. You know what? This is not a bad time to go ahead and utilize our support unit here. I think he could be very useful. He's a 60% support. Oh, wait, is this the wrong one? Or is it the other one? Which one was it? There's too many versions of this freaking unit. Yeah, this is the 60% support, so we'll go ahead and bring the 60% support, and then we'll bring Fat Boo. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, that's a full-on team. I don't see any issues. The weakest units on these teams, unfortunately, are Android 21 and the Type Supporter. So let's just go right in and see how far we can get. I'm hoping this is going to be a 6K run. I have no idea if it's going to be a 6K run. It is dang near 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to be going to bed. Now remember, whenever you go into burst mode, always go for the key, especially if you did minus key 3. I only did minus key 1 just to prove that you could get it done without really butchering yourself, So let's just see how easy we can make this. Like, this is probably dirt. I'm making this dirt easy using Majin power, Like, nobody's even going to probably watch this video. Everyone's just going to see Majin power. It wasn't hard. So, but I think it's fine. I think it's completely fine. I don't see any issue trying to do things the most optimal and best way possible, I don't see any reason why not to. I forgot to turn off animations and turn on sound. Okay, so our intros are over here. As any burst mode goes, you're kind of wailing away at their defense and attack. So make sure you put your stackers on the rotation primarily first. Now, with Fat Boo, I'm actually going to float him off. And I'm going to float him off because 21, physical 21, wants to stay on rotation typically, because a lot of her defense depends on keeping her defense from the previous turn. Though she does have key +4. Or for 4 turns. Not key +4, but she has stacking for 4 turns. So you could theoretically float her off and still have the buff. I just choose to keep her on rotation because, one, she has big bad bosses with boo tanks. And if she doesn't super, obviously she's not going to get that stack. So in a floating position, you're less likely to be able to hold on to that stack. Not to mention for her intro, she does have the ability to additional several times over. I do think we could hit an issue towards the end of the fight because we're not going to have a huge amount of damage other than boo tanks. And I'm pretty sure on this fight, the final phase is a tech phase. And the damage scaling really does escalate after the first 2 phases. We are almost already through, halfway almost through the first half of the health bar here. This could honestly just be constant wailing on the defense margin here. I can see a much more I can see a build where people are going to be utilizing units that are just going to be tack lowering and sitting here for an eternity. I'm looking at you, Dark Link. They're going to try and choose rapid growth, and they're going to allow attack and defense lowering, or just attack lowering. And they're just going to sit there, attack lower, attack lower, attack lower, attack lower, attack lower, and they're just going to be there for an eternity. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Majin Power is probably one of the easiest ones that we could have for this. This is, like, dirt easy. I mean, I assume it's going to be dirt easy. Watch, I'm going to eat my words. I think it'd be funny if I ate my words, in all given honesty. I think it would be absolutely hilarious if I ate my words. Like, all of a sudden, we hit the 3rd phase, and we almost get one-shotted or something like that. So, okay. So, we're here on this rotation here. I'm actually going to keep Kid Buu on rotation, and we're actually going to float off 21. We're already on turn 3. So, the thing about 21 is her intro does only last for 4 turns. So, the next time she comes around, she's not even going to have her active, or her intro. She's not even going to have her intro. So. Now, it could be a mistake to put Kid Buu up front, but he does need to get built up. Okay, never mind. It's not a mistake. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We didn't take double digits, but we also didn't, yeah. So he's not fully built up. He's got hit once. He does need to get hit 2 more times. I'm still kind of regretting putting full dodge on my Kid Buu. I kind of want to keep him. I don't have the stones to rebuild him, but I'm starting to really believe that Kid Buu, Super Easy A, just needs to lay off the dodge. I don't even have that much dodge in him. I think that's the funnier part is I don't have that much dodge in him, and he still dodges quite a bit. It's almost like he has dodge built into him, and it's weird. Alright, 21 getting the double super in. She's at 7 mil. It's not too bad for the end of the era that she came out of. Not for a banner unit. Alright. So this is the part where I kind of wonder if I should be keeping this Majin Buu on here. But I'm still going to float him off. I'm going to float him. If he doesn't have big bad bosses, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think we'll kill. But it is possible we could potentially kill on accident right now. Boo Tanks is starting to get up to a very respectable damage number. And I think up until the 3rd phase. The 3rd phase is when I'm going to transform Boo Tanks, for sure. As long as I feel like we could be potentially in trouble. And I do feel like we could feel some resistance right here. I really do feel like we could. The good news, though, is that we are fighting an intelligence enemy. So I'm a little bit more laxed in all given honesty right now. I'm a lot more laxed because it's the intelligence phase. 21 at the end there is the biggest worry I do have, though. And now we got Kid Buu fully built up, 60% or 70% support, and just the crazy utter damage. friend Bootanks is chilling at a very nice, respectable 10 million attack stat. Definitely no issues whatsoever. Oh yeah, no, this is easy. Oh my goodness, Gohan, eat your heart out. You know what, he could just completely prove me wrong in Super 21 right now and she doesn't dodge and I'm just dead. But that would be messed up, right? Okay. Dude, if she did take a Super, we would have died though. Like, you saw that damage. You saw that damage. You know dang well that was disturbing. Alright. So we're going to get some more stacks in with Boo here. I thought he was going to be a lot more menacing, but he wasn't. We're still going to float off 21. Unfortunately, because we are floating 21 off without getting any stacks in, she will be very weak next time she comes around. So either I hope we can like one-shot the final phase somehow within 2 turns. But yeah, could be in trouble. Could be in trouble right here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think we'll be okay though. I think we'll be okay. Overall, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and just transform Bootanks right now. He should be sitting at a very good high number. We are in the final phase. We do not have any type advantage really going in here other than Fat Boo. Alright. Let's throw Fat Boo right here. Yeah, I know. He's not going to get too much, unfortunately. Or Boohan. Excuse me. I keep messing up the name for no good reason. I'm going to go ahead and skip the active right now for Fat Boo. I'm going to wait until he comes back around, assumedly that we might be in trouble. Because I don't think we'll be in trouble this turn with this rotation. Even if Fat Boo gets hit and killed magically right here, I think we'll be fine. Oh yeah, no, we're going to be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. We went for the bare minimum 6K, and it just turns out to be a breeze for Majin Power. Majin Power just showing its utter crazy strength right now. Like, for real. We could have made this so much easier. We could have made this easier. I think that's the sad part. We could have made this easier. I don't think this is the easiest run we could have done. We could have made this immensely harder for Majin Power. I'll think about making it harder. Maybe make a 7K video, because I can definitely see Majin Power doing this with a couple different units and just being crazy. Maybe a double Fat Boo, if you want to be super extra protective. A double Fat Boo could definitely be a thing. Or just use Fat Boo as a friend unit. Yeah, even if we die right now, it's fine, because it's Fat Boo. If Fat Boo dies, we live anyways, because he revives, and he just doesn't take any damage. Alright, we are going to once again transform, and I think we'll win right here. I mean, this is game. This is it. Majin Power showing that even a burst mode is like just nothing to burst mode. It's just nothing to burst mode, man. I don't know. It's a freebie. This is a free 6K burst mode. That's what I gotta say here. Free 6K. That's what this is. Free 6K. It's absolutely crazy. I'm actually making Boohan weaker right now because I didn't put 21 next to him. So he doesn't have big bad bosses at the moment. But he still hits 11 million attack stat. Yeah, no, we're good. He's gonna wipe out a full health bar right now. Almost his whole health bar. Yeah, that's game. So anyways, guys, I mean, that's my 6K run for burst mode. I will do a rapid growth probably tomorrow, because I feel like rapid growth would probably be a lot more difficult. I mean, a lot more difficult. So let's just get this easy, fun one out of the way. Let me know what combination of Majin Power units you decided to run for this burst mode. Tell me what the highest points also you were able to get for this burst mode. I'm very curious about that specifically. I got a nice 60-90, all right, points for my burst mode. And I'm pretty happy with that in all given honesty. 60-90 points here. Majin power, int physical, 500 team cost or less. Pretty much right here. Go ahead and slowly pause the video if you need to get any of these. Like I said, I could have made this harder on myself. I could have made sure that I had less ki. I could have taken more damage. There's a lot of things in here you could do to make this more difficult on yourself. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day and a good night.